I know. This video's late. Ty, where you been? We need some footage. We need to talk about the NCAA tournament. We need to talk about the Razorbacks matchup against Seton Hall. We're going to get into all that, but I'm going to do my usual rundown really quick. Welcome to the Pig Trail Network. I am Tyzilla83 to all you Razorback fans, SEC fans, and college basketball fans everywhere. Plenty to cover. Going to keep the video semi-short because, I mean, good grief, Razorbacks play like any minute now. Let's get into it. As you can see, wearing green to represent St. Patrick's Day. So, I know this video is running really late. Hopefully you're watching this at halftime. But if not, you can watch it after because we're talking about the bracket as well. So, not a big deal if you missed the video. That's on me, before the Seton Hall matchup for the Razorbacks. Let's talk about this Seton Hall matchup really fast. I don't think Arkansas has to play A+, but I think they're going to have to play really good to get by Seton Hall. Seton Hall, who's 21-11, they're the 9 seed. Razorbacks are obviously the 8 seed. People complaining about this matchup. Oh, boy, why couldn't we be the 7 seed instead of so-and-so? Look, it is what it is. This is the matchup you got. And I agree. I think Arkansas should have been a higher seed. Absolutely. But here we are. Got to worry about Delgado. And this is the crazy thing. I don't think that Moses Kingsley, out the gate, we need to worry about, that the Razorbacks need to worry about getting him the ball early and scoring early and doing any of that. That might be their game plan, and if it works, hey, more power to Mike Anderson and the Razorbacks. But I'd be more concerned about trying to spread them out. Get Dusty Hannas, Daryl Macon, and Barford, get them all going outside. Spread them out. That way you give Moses Kingsley a better shot inside of making things happen, getting second chance rebounds, getting defensive rebounds, offensive rebounds, and then eventually could lead into a double-double. Get 2 or 3 blocks. You could end up, Moses Kingsley could be set up to have a pretty nice day if they can get things going on the outside. Or they could force the issue and just try to feed him inside every time. But I'm telling you, I don't see that working out so well against Delgado. He's one of the best big men in the country. But also, Moses plays off emotion. And if you try to feed into him early, if you try to feed him the ball, post him up, do things down inside, and he misses a couple of shots, he plays off his own emotion. And then he, offensively in the first half, he just flattens out. Sometimes he comes back and rebounds in the second half and plays outstanding. Maybe that happens despite whatever happens in the first half. But I'm telling you, I really hope they spread them out, try to get things going outside early, get Dusty Hannas going. And then, obviously, I'd like to see Barford drive the lane quite a bit, try and get to the free throw line. By the way, Seton Hall, one of the worst teams at the free throw line in the country. They are terrible. So fouling them at the end of the game could be kind of an advantage. Obviously, Arkansas is one of the better free throw shooting teams in the country. That could be the difference at the end of this game if it's close. And I think it will be. So we'll have to wait and see. But again, I like Arkansas, the 8 seed, to get by the 9 seed here, as one would expect. And I like Arkansas to get to North Carolina, and then we'll see what happens. Again, some good bracket talk here, and I know some games have already happened. I'm making this video at the last second. I've been super duper busy, and I don't get paid to do this, so this becomes kind of priority number 2 or 3, So, all right, and I'm sorry if you hear the kids in the background. Like I said, house full of kids. All right, let's start with the East and the Midwest. I like Villanova. I think their route to get to the Final Four is pretty tough. I mean, I think both them and Kansas, their route's kind of tough. I think Villanova's is harder though. Villanova, I got them past Wisconsin eventually, past, I think, Florida, and then I think they get past Duke. That's going to be obviously their toughest matchup. Kansas, I'm not really sold on Kansas as like an elite Final Four team, so I think they could get eliminated in the Sweet 16 or the Elite 8, but I do have them going to the Final Four. But I don't think Kansas, wouldn't surprise me if anything happens there. Going down to the South and West brackets. For you Razorback fans, I like them past Seton Hall, but again, we'll get into that in just a minute. We'll pause right there. Hit the pause button. North Carolina, as you can see, I really like. They're the only team, honestly, that would surprise me if they lost before the Final Four. Over in the West, I like Arizona. I've watched them play a couple of times this year, and I every time I was really impressed. They're a 2 seed, but I think they're better than Gonzaga. I really do, and I think that's who they beat to get into the Final Four. So there you go. Villanova, Arizona, North Carolina, Kansas. I like North Carolina. All they got to do is bring their A- game to every one of these games. I think they win. I think they are clearly the best team in this tournament. I don't know. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because that means maybe Arkansas has a shot to get by them. And obviously that's more content for me to make. So that's it, you guys. Thank you again. Like, comment, share the content that you've watched. If you haven't already, feel free to tap the subscribe button down below. Hopefully I'll try and get you some follow-up content as soon as possible. We know this tournament, it goes by quick. So it's going to be hard with as busy as my schedule is to make a video every time something happens, but I'll try. And also, I may keep up with me on Twitter, at Tyzilla83, and I might even go live maybe at halftime or something, or at the end of the game I might go live and give you my kind of post-game reaction there. Yeah, that's it. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace.